Cut that. Oh no. All right. Can we bring the house lights back up? Not the house lights, the stage lights. Sweet. All right. So where are you at? He's at 8. Everybody. Yeah, I just ordered another round for you. So eat up. All right. That was creepy. I can sense it. All of you guys were like, "This is weird." I was in the back. I was thinking he's not doing enough. Like. You weren't touching enough. Don't act like you don't know it was you.
Do we need to talk about the time you lost your virginity?
Nope. All right. We're going to go on to the next one. Is the next one...
Let's just say the phrase, you want to kiss it?
Talk about not doing it and awkward.
Is that what we're doing right now? We're doing a guest set? Okay, so what we do is we book a certain amount of comics, and then we leave some sets open for anyone that shows up, anyone that stops in, and we just so happen to have an overflow of comics. We just put all their names into this bowl. We're going to have someone pick it, so it's fair, so it's not like, oh, he just said one of his friends. So we're going to bring up, if you're here, you better be here, otherwise we're just going to pull another person. Everyone, give it up. He's actually a long-term friend of mine. I've known him since high school. Give it up for Rob, maybe, everybody.
Holy shit, guys. I'm sitting in the back going, they're gonna pull my name, and they're like, oh, sure they are. And then it was like, my name, and everybody was like, fuck you. Who pulled it? Oh, now she's distracted, thank you. Yeah, I've known him forever. I thought you were turning that chicken wing into a dick for a second. I was like, that's what you eat after the show. Yeah. I'm the guy that the last guy was talking about. I do love my weird sheriff star, whatever the fuck he said, eating. I didn't realize that. I didn't know I was into it. Then I met this girl on that dating site everybody uses, Craigslist. And during our first date, she was like, hey, just so you know, I'm married. But all I heard was like, you're definitely getting laid tonight. You know, because if you're going out with a married girl, you're getting laid. And she was like, my husband's into it. She's like, but I have a few rules. And I'm like, what are those rules? And she was like, I'll go down on you, but I won't swallow. And I was like, it's a weird rule, why? And she goes, well, because I have extraordinary taste buds. And I was like, hold on. If you had extraordinary taste, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And then I realized she lied, because like, while she was going down on me, because instantly we finished half a beer and went back to my house. As she's going down on me, she licked my ass. Yeah. I'm thinking what you guys are thinking. Extraordinary taste buds, my ass. And I wanted to call her on her live, but I didn't. I just said, that was amazing. I'll see you on Tuesday. It is. I describe it to my friends as electrifying. I've never been electrified, but I've seen enough cartoons to know if your legs and arms are shaking, that's electrifying. You know? I don't know, guys. I'm trying to come to terms with who I am as a person. It's a little weird. I always thought I loved homeless people. Turns out I don't. I thought I grew up homeless. It's not my fault, it's my dad's fault. Let me explain my dad to you. He's like this tall, long blonde hair, covered in muscles and tattoos. He looks like Hulk Hogan if Hulk Hogan was like, fuck WrestleMania, brother, let's do meth. You know? A lot of people go, Rob, I can't place your accent. Where are you from? And I'm like, well, I was born in Virginia. Then we moved to California, Oregon, Seattle, Chicago, Detroit, Georgia, Texas, Vegas, Arizona, Texas, Arizona. And they're like, your dad was in the military. It's like, no, he was a criminal. You know, so we lived in Vegas for a while, and my dad's got a gambling problem. So gambling problem plus Vegas equals Rob's homeless. And it's weird being a homeless 7-year-old, because first, you still have to go to school. I was like, fucking mission accomplished, I'm already homeless, why would I need to go to school? And he's like, well, you can't really be homeschooled, can you? Yeah, you guys feel bad about that? Imagine living it. You know, because it was weird. I'd go to school around Christmas time, all my friends would be like, I'm getting that new Power Ranger for Christmas, what do you get? And I'm like, well, my dad says it depends on if this dealer keeps fucking him or not, you know? Probably nothing like last year. But like, so I respected homeless people. You know, growing up, guys like, hey, you got a cigarette? I'm like, yes, here you go, you know? He's like, you got $1? I'm like, yeah, here you go. He's like, you got a spare bedroom? I'm like, you were asking a lot, sir, you know? And then one day, I just didn't. It just changed. You know, I think it was, I saw a homeless guy talking to himself on the bus. You know, which happens a lot. I don't know, at Scottsdale, yeah, bus is like a limo for poor people, just so you guys know. I feel like I have to explain that in Scottsdale. I saw this guy talking to himself on the bus stop at first, and I was trying to avoid him, because I know the rules. Headphones in, eyes down, keep your kidneys, you know? And I just hear him say, "You think this is a game?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not playing that game," you know? And then he said, "I would kill my own mama!" And I was like, oh, I have to see who he's talking to. And he looked at me, he was talking to nobody, it was the bus stop. And then he turned and looked at me, I just started agreeing with him. I was like, I hope you kill that bitch. Thank you guys, have a Rob Maybe.
Come on, Macklemore. Clap it up. Give it up for Rob, maybe. There you go. Let's go. Guys, we're going to keep this show rolling because we got one of my favorites. He was just at featuring for Scarface, Chichi Rodriguez. He's been in a ton of festivals. He's the one, the only. Please welcome Anthony DeSamito.
You guys are so in love on Facebook. It's so cute. You guys give it up for those cutie, newly fucking people. They're newly fucking guys. That's what I meant. Hi, Cone. How are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
How are your wings?
This match is very cool.
Oh. They look gross. Oh, you should just switch them. Or combine them so the heat combines. I know. When I smack my teeth with this metal straw. Sorry, this is water. I did not sneak in booze. I got this for Christmas because my parents think I'm an old black lady. So I'm gonna carry around a big metal Starbucks cup around. I've been watching a lot of Netflix lately. I was watching that one documentary, Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been watching also the gay porn version, Making a Bonerer. Where the two defense lawyers are working late at night and they're like, all these talks about RAV4s and bone fragments really makes me feel like planting some evidence in my blood. Indict me. Jesus. I'm gonna start this way, man. I am really happy. I'm actually dating someone too, guys. I'm dating a stripper. He strips drywall. So he comes home covered in white stuff, so kind of like a stripper. I'm really glad that I'm able to wear garments like this and people can still tell I'm gay. Like, it really doesn't fucking matter what I wear. They'll know. I'm wearing a fucking drug rug, guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I have a disease. I have a rare disease. It's called Benjamin Slutton disease. When I'm young, I fuck older dudes. And when I'm old, I fuck younger dudes. I'm 28 now, so I don't fuck anybody. Sad disease, really. I spent a good deal of my day today at AutoZone, rubbing my ass up against motor oil containers. and making elephant mating sounds. Because that's how I get in the zone. AutoZone. Try it, guys. It's super fun. I love how you call him sexy on Facebook. It's really cool. Oh, we slept together. Like not with like in the same hotel. Yeah, we shared a hotel room. Okay, I won't go any further. I'm sorry. We went to California once. So I drove the whole time. I was like a Lilia for you. That's what I thought. You guys don't know that reference. It's okay. I got a traffic ticket the other day. Yeah, I got a ticket just because I ran a stop sign over with my car. I was so mad. But the guy that was holding the stop sign, he was even more mad. I hate my car because the tape deck is all fucked up. I can't play anything anymore. So I have to listen to the radio. And I hate listening to the radio because I hate like all music that is on the radio. I hate that one song. It comes on all the time. It's by Nickelback. And I didn't even say which song it was. And it's called Photograph. Have you guys heard it? Yeah, and I hate that song specifically because it starts off with, the first line is, "Look at this photograph." And I'm like, I can't. I can't, you're in the radio, man. And I'm driving. And then there's another line right after, and it's, "This is where I grew up." And I'm like, dude, I still can't fucking see where you grew up. It could be a shed in a swamp, I don't know. Use your words, Nickelback. So frustrating. You know you're gonna be productive as shit when you start heating up a glue gun. Like everything's gonna get applicated, guys. Like nobody like heats up a glue gun and then starts running a bath. Is all I'm saying. It's dangerous. And the suicide is productive. I don't know. Is suicide productive? I don't know. I like my margaritas like I like my Disney movies. Frozen. You're welcome. White people, you all have little white kids. I'm sure you like that joke. I don't mean to generalize. I'm sorry. The other day, speaking of which, my friend told me that all the brooms now in the U.S. are made in China. And I was like, that's a sweeping generalization. You're welcome. Puns, guys. Someone told me that talking to yourself is a sign of genius. And I was like, wow, I highly underestimated everybody at my bus stop. There's a bunch of PhD homeless people there. That's how you say it, right? I'm not very smart. I like my jizz like I like my economics. Trickle down. All the way down to my face. That is both a highbrow and lowbrow joke for you guys. Was the lowbrow dirty for you? You're like, I just on chicks' brows all the time, man. Brows are my thing. I get the same reaction when I tell a 9/11 joke and when I tell a guy I love you. Too soon. Your heartbreak is an inside job. I'm okay with being like a chubby gay dude because I know if I was like a skinny gay dude, like I would definitely have HIV by now. Like I know what I'm capable of doing when I have access to it, okay? And I don't have access to it. Ricardo probably would have AIDS if he was gay, but unfortunately he's not. Hey, you're alive, good. And will remain alive. As far as we know, who knows? Maybe he enjoyed that because it was kind of like, pushing himself away from Eric. I don't know. There was a moment that, I was like, yeah, anyway. I read into things too much. I always looked this way since high school. When I was in high school, I used to hook up with older dudes. I used to, it's getting real, guys. And I used to meet them on AOL chat because I was getting those AOL DVDs in the mail. And it was 24 free hours, and I was like, fuck, I got 24 hours to get laid. And I remember this one time, this one guy picked me up. He was 24 years old, I was 16, picked me up in his pickup truck. And I know this is surprising, but he was kind of weird. Yeah, he just stared at me while we ate McDonald's. And at the end of the date, it was over, we left McDonald's, put me back in his truck, and then took me home. And he I was like, wait, like, are we gonna have sex? Like, I'm 16 years old, like, you're a pedophile, this is like your dream come true. And this guy, he looked at me and he said, I didn't think you were gonna be this fat. I know. I was like, oh my God, I can't even get molested. And then I was like, wait a minute, am I the cure? Can I cure pedophilia? Should they have sent me to the Vatican? To Subway? So I looked at him and I said, if you don't have sex with me, I'm gonna call the police. And that's how I lost my virginity, guys. Thank you. Everything does to me that that's my time.
Just so we're clear, that was the most uncomfortable 7 minutes I've ever been exposed to as well, okay? Like, it wasn't like let's check it, 14, wow! That is a lot of sodium. Are you dipping the wings?
No dip.
No dip.
He said he feels like shit.
You look like it.
Sweat going.
Well, if you need to take a break, don't. Just keep powering through. Because you only got 2 more comics to earn your stage time. With that said, we're going to do a quick guest bet. We got some time, so let's let somebody pull up the name. Let's see who it is. And while you guys are at it, you guys should check out Sarah Tiana this weekend. She's hilarious. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And this guy is too. He's a young upcoming guy. Please welcome Eric Subcheck.
I feel like I just won the fucking lottery, and I didn't have to talk to my coworkers at all about it. This is fucking awesome. How you doing on those wings, man? Dude, those look so good. I think this is a ploy. This is a ploy to sell wings. They got a bunch of wings they need to get rid of. They're like, let's put a dude with wings who's just constantly eating and like, fuck, I am hungry. I could go for a wing. I'd go for 14. It's a new year. Enjoying it. Millennials are still catching a lot of shit. I'm all right with it. I think, yeah, why not? Like, everyone needs a scapegoat, you know? Just blame shit on millennial. I don't know if I'm a millennial. I was born in '84. I don't know if I'm a millennial. I might be. I just know they walk among us. They're fucking catching a lot of heat right now. Like, they're catching the heat off that fire that Billy Joel didn't start. It's still burning. They're catching it now. It's fun because it's like, hey, you guys, you see all this fucked up shit? All this fucked up shit is your fault. Generation that's been here the least amount of all of us and has been influenced by us. I'm fine. I feel like a millennial is just like if you were born in the 60s or the 70s, and then there's someone that's younger than you that annoys you, like that person's a millennial. Like you got a blog and you got annoyed at something and it's like, fuck millennials. It's all right. I don't know. I think the only people that should be able to like get mad at another generation is like someone who's fought in a war that we've won. Then you can get mad. No? You guys don't like this generational stuff? Or are you just like, oh fuck, we haven't won a war in a long time? To me, I classify a millennial as like, if you're afraid to talk on the phone, then you're a millennial. And I don't know what that is, like, I don't know if it's 4, 14, 24, because like a 4-year-old's definitely afraid to talk on the phone. 24-year-old's afraid to talk on the phone, but a 14-year-old is like, hey, who are you calling? Give me that phone. Hey, I'm 14 years old. Suck my dick. Who are you anyway? 14-year-olds will pick up a phone and tell the other person to suck their dick without knowing who that person is. Get inside the mind of a 14-year-old. They're not a millennial. I think here's a good line to determine if you're a millennial or not. And that is, you are not a millennial if you saw porn before 9/11. You're not a millennial. Yeah, no matter how old you are. And then if the very first time you saw porno was in a paper version, you are a member of the greatest generation. And congratulations. Dude, like this is like a meme before the internet. Like who remembers if you lived where there were forests, going to the forest, and then it's like, oh, what's that over by the tree? Oh, I hope it's a stash of pornos, and it's a stash of pornos. And it's the greatest day of your life. And I don't know if there's some greatest generation member that's like, I'm gonna make someone's day, and they stash pornos. They've got to jack off outside of their house so their wife doesn't catch them. I don't know why there's pornos in the forest, but there's fucking pornos in the forest. And if you found them, it was the best ever. There's no equivalent of that today. Like, it would fail. Like, if I was to like go to my buddy and say, hey, what's up? What are you doing today? He's like, you remember that time that we found those pornos in the forest? Putting this flash drive in the forest. It's full of porn. And then some kids are gonna go over there, like, oh, what is that? Is that a flash drive? And kids are like, yeah, there might be porn on it. Just because you're optimistic and you're young. And then you try and put it in your computer and it's like, oh no, drive corrupted. I wish it was my youth instead. All right, you guys, thank you very much. My name's Eric Subcheck.
Give it up for Eric Subcheck. I don't know why. I used to always find porn. That was so true. I don't know why. It would always be in the ditch. I never understood why. So, for those of you who don't get that, I feel bad for you. Of course, the guy fucking shaking his head, right? Yeah. You would find porn. What are we up to? 16. Oh my God. He's slowing down. Come on, it was 3 per comic. We agreed. No, he's a trooper. Give it up for Michael Paul Cohen, guys. You've only got 2 comics to finish up. 2 more comics. This next guy, he's super hilarious. He's one of Arizona's favorites, and he's my neighbor. Please welcome Mr. Kristen Davis.